passengers in public transport should again sit 1 meter apart. The government suspended the reduced physical distancing rule amid public backlash. Authorities say they will wait for President Duterte's final decision on the matter. Our Trisha Tarada joins us live. Trisha.
Yes, Pia, Malacanang says the president will most likely decide on Monday during his address. In the meantime, the Transportation Department suspends the reduced physical distancing rule in public transport. This means there should be a 1 meter space among commuters until President Duterte makes his decision.
It's up to the President whether or not to approve the recommendation. Pero kanina po, nung nagsalita si Secretary Tugade, ang sabi niya, because I don't want to pressure the President into making his decision as if he is, duty-bound to make it within a period of time. So parang, dahil kung i-implement yan, parang it becomes urgent, the President must act on it right away. No? So sabi niya, to give the President all the time that he needs to study the matter.
Secretary Harry Roque said the IATF has already submitted its recommendation to the President. Pia?
Well, Trisha, what did the IATF say about recommendations to add more routes or vehicles?
Right. A number of groups and lawmakers have suggested allowing more public utility vehicles to accommodate more passengers. And here's what the IATF has to say about this.
Transportasyon na pinalalabas ngayon, no? At ang solusyon nga po is damihan yung mga pasahero na po pwedeng isakay, no, ng ating mga pampublikong transportasyon. Pero lahat po yan ay kinonsidera ng DOTR at ng IATF.
Well, in the meantime, the government says there will be subsidy for drivers under Bayanihan due to compensate for lower income because of the physical distancing measures. The goal is to help drivers break even and perhaps earn a little more. Back to you.
Yeah, Trisha, we have opposing views on the matter. IATF leaders like Secretary Francisco Duque of the Health Department and Interior Secretary Eduardo Año, they're pushing to retain the 1 meter distance based on the opinion of health experts, they say. But you have the Transportation Department, another group of medical experts recommending otherwise. Tell us more about that side.
Yes, former Health Secretary Manuel Dairi disagrees with the position that the World Health Organization standard of 1 meter should not be compromised. Dairi says the standard must actually depend on the situation or context in a country. He says preventive efforts must be looked into or looked at independently in terms of its effectivity. Interventions must be seen and applied as a whole, collectively, like the distancing, wearing of masks, face shields, ventilation, etc., all combined. Of course, we also asked how will compliance be factored in? Because, for example, people wear different kinds of masks. Is everyone capable of strict compliance? And here's what David has to say about it.
Communicate to the public na dapat walang pasaway. The reason we're doing this is because we're trying to balance it with the needs of the economy opening up. And therefore, there's your trade-off there. But really, the trade-off doesn't leave us defenseless. That's what we're saying. Okay? As long as you use these 7 commandments, you can reduce the risk of infection. Okay? And anywhere in the world, that's the same thing. You have to comply with whatever you can use in order for your own context, in order to succeed.
Malacanang stresses the government's campaign, Ingat Buhay para sa Hanap Buhay. Secretary Roque reiterates commuters must wear masks, face shields, disinfect, and they must not talk and eat inside public transport. Of course, the wearing of masks and shield apply to everyone. Back to you.
Yeah, one last question before you go, Trisha. The proclamation of a state of national calamity expired yesterday. Will the president extend that?
Yes, Pia, President Duterte will extend it. From what we heard from Secretary Roque, it's most likely in the president's table up for signing or could have been signed already and maybe on its way to the office of the executive secretary. Back to you, Pia.
Trisha Tarada there reporting.